Canada is a highly distinctive nation. It is enormous, the second largest country in the world by area. However, there are not many people there. Large, cosmopolitan metropolis like Toronto in Ontario, and little outposts like Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon Territory, are just a few of its cities. Many of Canada's top tourist destinations are gateways to breathtaking wilderness areas and great recreational opportunities, including some of the world's top ski resorts. Let's see best cities to visit in Canada. Number 1. Toronto. You will adore Toronto, which is also the largest city in Canada and the provincial capital of Ontario, if you prefer traveling to dynamic and vibrant cities. More than 140 different languages are spoken there, making it a particularly multicultural place. In reality, it is the metropolis with the greatest diversity of cultures on Earth. Toronto is currently experiencing urban rehabilitation, so it's likely that you will see many new, fashionable neighborhoods emerging from once industrial areas. Furthermore, Toronto attracts a lot of important events, such as the renowned Toronto International Film Festival, so you'll never get bored there. While in Toronto, be sure to visit the CN Tower, the third tallest tower in the world at the moment and one of Canada's most recognizable monuments. Number 2. Quebec. This city, which was founded in 1608 and serves as the provincial capital of Quebec, is incredibly gorgeous and endearing. It also has a beautiful ancient town called Old Quebec where you may stroll down cobblestone lanes past well-preserved buildings from the 17th and 18th centuries. The only walled city north of Mexico is Old Quebec. The active fort and museum known as the Citadel of Quebec is also located in Quebec City. The Citadel is also the biggest fortification ever constructed by the British in North America. Number 3. Montreal. In the Canadian city of Montreal, which is in the province of Quebec, Old and New have coexisted alongside French and English. In its charming Old Montreal neighborhood, you'll find houses from the 17th century and cobblestone streets. In reality, it is one of North America's oldest urban areas. But the history is only one aspect of Montreal. Skyscrapers, a vibrant nightlife, and an underground city are also features of this city. The latter is a collection of office buildings, hotels, residences, and commercial establishments connected by underground tunnels, which can be especially useful during Montreal's frequently icy winters. Number 4. Vancouver. British Columbia's Vancouver is one of the country's most culturally diversified cities. This blending of cultures has contributed to Vancouver's status as a gastronomic mecca. The microbrewery culture in this city is also expanding. Along with several magnificent parks, including Queen Elizabeth Park and Stanley Park, Vancouver also has an outstanding aquarium. This bustling city has been referred to as Manhattan with mountains by the New York Times. Although the description is beautiful, it overlooks the fact that Vancouver is a seaport with 8 public beaches on the ocean and 1 on the lake. Number 5. Calgary. This Albertan city is well known for its western flair and, in particular, for the enormous 10-day Calgary Stampede, which promotes itself as the greatest outdoor show on Earth. The largest city in Alberta, Calgary is also regarded as a gateway to the Rocky Mountains and is frequently the starting point for excursions to Banff and Jasper, 2 of Canada's most well-known parks. Visit the largest living history museum in Canada, Heritage Park Historical Village, while you are in Calgary to get a sense of what life was like there between the 1860s and the 1950s. The Head Smashed and Buffalo Jump, an ancient site where Native Americans hunted buffalo by stampeding them over a cliff, is another intriguing location about 90 minutes south of Calgary. Number 6. Ottawa. Being the capital of Canada, Ottawa, which is in Ontario, is naturally endowed with many attractions, such as the Parliament buildings and other top-notch museums. The Rideau Canal is one of Ottawa's most well-liked tourist destinations. The Rideau Canal is well-liked by boaters in the summer and transforms into one of the world's biggest outdoor skating rinks in the winter. In this city, outdoor pursuits like hiking and whitewater rafting on the Ottawa River are highly well-liked. Number 7. Victoria. One of Canada's most attractive cities is the provincial capital of British Columbia, which has views of the ocean or mountains from many of its neighborhoods. It is a city on Vancouver Island that nevertheless has a wild aspect because elephants, seals, and whales can be seen in the waters nearby. Check out Victoria's picturesque inner harbor while you're there. Numerous dining options can be found here, and as a nod to Victoria's British past, it's also a great place to sip on some afternoon tea. Numerous horse-drawn carriages and double-decker buses contribute to the city's distinctively British atmosphere. Number 8. St. John's. St. John's has two noteworthy accomplishments. In addition to being the most easterly location in North America, it is also the oldest city in the continent. But St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador is also among the top tourist destinations in Canada for a variety of other reasons. For instance, a significant number of whales, such as mink, humpback, and blue whales, reside in the waters off its coast. Check out St. John's charming Quidi neighborhood while you're there. It used to be a well-known fishing community. Number 9. Saskatoon. Saskatoon has a lot to offer outdoor enthusiasts, including many provincial parks and the Beaver Creek Conservation Area, one of the province's last remaining short grass prairie habitats. A riverboat cruise in the Meewison Valley on the South Saskatchewan River is a favorite pastime for both locals and visitors. Then visit the Mendel Art Gallery, Canada's 16th largest public art gallery, which is home to numerous important works of art. The largest city in the province of Saskatchewan, Saskatoon is also the location of the University of Saskatchewan. Number 10. Halifax. In Nova Scotia, Halifax is the place to go if you are looking for a city that knows how to have fun. Compared to most other Canadian cities, this one boasts the most bars and clubs per population, but there is more to the city than just drinking. It also has a number of noteworthy sites, such as the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic and Fisherman's Cove, a 200-year-old fishing community that has been restored. Halifax is also close to the Bay of Fundy, one of North America's 7 natural wonders and home to the highest tides on the planet. Number 11. Edmonton. Due to its far northern location, the capital of Alberta experiences exceptionally long summer days of sunshine. Edmonton is a somewhat oddball city as well. For instance, it is the location of the first UFO landing strip in history. Fort Edmonton Park, a living history museum that chronicles the history of the region from 1759 to the 1920s, is one of the more conventional sites in Edmonton. Elk Island National Park, a bison and elk refuge, is close to Edmonton and is a great option for those who enjoy wildlife. Number 12. Regina. The attention to the fine arts is something Regina, the capital of Saskatchewan, takes great pride in. It is home to the Regina Symphony Orchestra, the nation's longest continually operating orchestra, as well as the Mackenzie Art Gallery, which houses a collection of more than 4,000 works of art. The Queen City Pride Celebration is only one of the many festivals and events that Regina hosts every year.